What's going on, everybody? I want to share some quick thoughts about something that, as I was in prayer, that kind of just came to my attention. And a lot of times, I don't know if a lot of us ever came to the realization of this in our own lives, and that's why I want to share it. Is because something how it came to my attention is I'm on a social media fast, right? And I realized that I was using social media as a distraction to not do something else, right? And until that I started my fast, I didn't realize that I never really killed that sin. I simply found a way to distract myself from needing that sin. And that's why I'm sharing it with other people. It's because I really believe God wants us to find the root of our sin, find the root of the problem, and get rid of it. Instead of just counting on distractions, that way we won't have to deal with it. Because it's going to come a time where your distraction is not going to be able to be in your hands. You're not going to be able to count on that thing, and you're just going to have to do everything from your own willpower through God. And there's going to be times where you feel like you can't hear from God. It's going to be times where you're going to feel like God's presence isn't really near you. And he hasn't went anywhere, but sometimes God just wants to see what happens when he lets us make a decision on our own. And I really want to encourage us to really focus on killing the sin and not distracting ourselves from it. Because you're going to be put in a position where God tests your faith. And you don't want to fail. You really don't. You don't want to think that you've overcame something just to be put in a position where pressure is being applied to you and you fold. And that's really how I felt when I realized that. I was like, man, I thought I got rid of all this, you know what I'm saying? I thought I didn't want to do this no more. I haven't done it in such a long time. And then once that entertainment leaves, the distraction leaves, you realize that those thoughts are still there. You just haven't had time to think them. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta walk in your authority. You gotta really hold yourself accountable and make the right decisions. And you gotta be strong and built for that type of stuff. Because if you're not ready for it, your distractions will cause you to think that you are ready for it when you're not. So I just wanted to bring that to our attention and just really like spend some time with God, some solitude with God, and like ask him to help you pluck up the roots of your sin, whatever you're dealing with. You know what you're dealing with. And if you don't know what you're dealing with, ask God to expose it to you so you can see the light. Ask him so he can help you become a better person. You know, a lot of times we have these distractions in our life that makes us feel like we're going somewhere, but in reality we're not. We're in a maze and we need some help getting out of this maze. Trust God and follow for more.